able to put it through, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 20. Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeMarcus Ware coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. They're going to screen soon.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Vick again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Vick operating on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First and 10, McNabb. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in his Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
Second down, McNabb dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Gonzalez for a Miami touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, Vick. Hurts has it left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Vick to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It'll be Vick once more. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Olsen over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And caught left side, Olsen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Here's McNabb. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's McNabb. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now McNabb. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Miami. Jerry Rice from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Vick. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Michael Vick. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brandon Graham able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Vick on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Bruce Smith in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K'Wan Short in there to drop it yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts. Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. To throw on second, McNabb. Flush to his right. Room here to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. McNabb to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. This is I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin. I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner. I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo. She like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my dog black. Operation Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man is just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. A first down throw coming for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Ray Lewis.
To talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, let's go! Up!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Man open left side, it's Williams. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Vick to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd down, McNabb. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
McNabb dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Ricky Williams, 78 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big.
Let's go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 34 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. There the Eagles are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Now
a handoff for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now it's McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. To throw, McNabb. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand, and it just whistles to the receiver.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They give it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Vick, 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's McNabb. Buying time to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, here's McNabb. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now McNabb. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, now listen no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way it been made it, the is mad. Man, and that just a little murder. Now the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas when she was on. I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
Money bag, money bag, money bag. Make it like a money bag, money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money bag, money bag, money bag. Money bag, money bag, money bag, yeah. Money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag, money bag. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money bag, 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 money bag. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back straight. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, throwback Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front. I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. And my with me pretty too. They look like bridesmaids, and they all so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man? With my name in your mouth, I do the Maybach on Monday, throwback Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Sideways, sideways.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love.
Here come the Vikings now as they get set on 1st down and 10. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.